Assalamualaikum and a very good day everyone. Thank you for being here today and listening. I am Nur Syamimi Kistina binti Shukri and today I'll be walking you through the cybersecurity strategies of one of Malaysia's most prominent banks, which is Maybank. Now, we all know Maybank, the iconic yellow logo we see everywhere. But behind that bright logo is a robust cybersecurity structure protecting millions of transactions daily across 18 countries. From online banking to Islamic financial services, Maybank leads not only in finance but also in a digital security. Let's dive into how they do it. We assess Maybank cybersecurity across three categories, starting with governance and compliance. And Maybank scored 0.80 out of 1. That's pretty solid. Their governance follows Bank Negara Malaysia's risk management in technology, which is called as RMIT. And they are guided by ISO standards, plus their board and senior management are directly involved. This isn't just an IT department issue, it is an executive priority. Next, risk management and incident response scored 0.74. Maybank uses AI tools for early alerts and has strong recovery plans. But one thing they could do better: public transparency. They don't disclose specific breach incidents or whether they are covered by cyber insurance. So, there is still room for growth. This is where Maybank shines. Cybersecurity investment and training scored an impressive 0.92%. They invested RM1.09 billion between 2023 and 2024, with over 80% dedicated to technology. That's massive. And they didn't stop there. More than 42,000 employees completed cybersecurity training, and they adopted zero trust architecture, AI chatbots, and multi-factor authentication. Very futuristic. They also run 24/7 system monitoring with something called Zero Defect Program. Sounds like a superhero initiative, right? Putting all the scores together, Maybank achieved a final cybersecurity maturity score of 0.812%. Which is, it is strong, stable, and future-ready. Before I wrap up, here are 5 ways Maybank can level up even more. First, transparency. Share some anonymized cyber incident data. These build public trust. Second, clearly disclose cyber insurance coverage. We all sleep better knowing that's in place. Thirdly, improve training with phishing simulations. Make it fun and practical. Fourth, formalize the Security Operations Center as it exists, but it's time to shine the spotlight on it. And lastly, align publicly with international standards like NIST and ISO 27001 to position Maybank globally. With this, I believe Maybank can go from national icon to a global cybersecurity benchmark. Thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed the tour into Maybank's digital fortress.
Hi, my name is Nurul Sabrina binti Nurizam. So today I will present about the Axiata Group Berhad cybersecurity evaluation. Let's begin with a quick look at Axiata Group Berhad. Founded in 2008 and based in Kuala Lumpur, Axiata has grown into one of the leading telecommunication and digital service providers in Asia. Through its regional subsidiaries like Celcom XL Axiata and Robi, it serves over 150 million users in countries such as Malaysia, Indonesia, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. Axiata's vision is to become the next generation digital champion, and this drives their focus on innovation, connectivity and digital inclusion. The company doesn't just offer telecom services, it builds digital infrastructure, support 5G adoption and embed AI into its operations. In addition to business performance, Axiata places strong emphasis on ESG principle, data protection and cybersecurity. Their leadership in integrating zero trust architecture and cloud-native system show their serious commitment to secure digital transformation. In this presentation, we will evaluate Axiata's cybersecurity strategies and how they will align with governance standards, risk preparedness, and strategic investment. Axiata DTNR strategy reflects its proactive commitment towards securing digital operations, moving beyond compliance to build cyber security trust. Now let's proceed to the next slide. When it comes to governance and compliance, Axiata demonstrates a strong and structured approach. They have introduced the Digital Trust and Resilience Strategy, a comprehensive cybersecurity roadmap for 2004 until 2006 that aligns cybersecurity directly with their business governance goals. Oversight isn't just a formality. Axiata Broad Risk and Compliance Committee actively monitors progress using quarterly key risk indicator dashboard. This level of board engagement shows a mature governance framework. Importantly, Axiata cybersecurity practices are in line with international standards, including ISO IEC 27017 and 27018, as well as GDPR and niche CSF 2.0, ensuring not only local but also global regulatory alignment. On the data privacy front, Axiata introduced the Edge 3.0 privacy governance model, which improved its maturity score to 3.18 out of 5. This model supports privacy by design principles and integrates privacy into DevSecOps pipelines across its operating companies. A key cybersecurity milestone is the establishment of Axiata Cyber Fusion Center, which is CRA certified and member offers, placing Axiata in line with global best practices in threat response. They also conduct third-party risk assessment, red team simulation, and use standardized cyber clouds for vendors. However, one noticeable gap is the lack of public metric for evaluation vendors' performance. In short, Axiata scores a strong 0.84 in this area, reflecting excellent governance, but with a room to improve transparency and vendor accountability. Now, let's look at how Axiata handles cybersecurity risks and incidents. Axiata has taken major steps to align itself with global cybersecurity practices. Its risk posture is measured against the niche cybersecurity framework 2.0, with a maturity score of 3.18 out of 5, independently validated by KPMG. This is a strong indicator of structural planning and progress. At the heart of their operation is the Axiata Cyber Fusion Center, or ACFC, which monitors over 11,000 digital assets and 2,000 intellectual properties. It conducts red and blue team exercises, penetration testing, and real-time threat detection showing clear technical depth. For incident response, Axiata uses certified response playbook, which are built and integrate with international standards through CREST certification and membership with FIRST, the Global Incident Response Community. Their vulnerability management includes regular scan and automate alert across multiple operation companies, which reflect a strong proactive approach. However, there are still important gaps in transparency. Axiata doesn't publish its breach history, response times, or key metrics like mean time to detect (MTTD) or mean time to respond (MTTR). These omissions make it difficult to assess real-world performance. Additionally, while risk transfer is mentioned internally, there is no public disclosure of cyber insurance coverage, which is increasingly expected in high-maturity companies. Overall, Axiata scores 0.78 in this category, a solid internal structure but still limited in public visibility and assurance. By improving transparency and confirming cyber insurance protection, Axiata can significantly strengthen its cybersecurity reputation. Now let's proceed to the next slide. Axiata has made notable investment in both cybersecurity technology and employee training. One of their key innovations is the Helios platform, an AI-driven tool that enhances threat detection, speed, and accuracy. In terms of people, 87.5% of employees complete cybersecurity and privacy training, showing strong internal awareness and commitment. However, while Axiata clearly invests in this area, its cybersecurity budget isn't transparently disclosed and details on external audit cycles are limited. Strengthening public reporting and clear outlining this investment would further enhance Axiata's credibility and industry leadership in cybersecurity. Now let's proceed with the Axiata final score. Based on our evaluation, Axiata Group Berhad achieved a final weighted score of 0.788. This score was derived using a framework that emphasizes three core areas. Number one was governance and compliance, which contribute 30% of the total score, where Axiata scored 0.84, reflecting strong policy structures and international alignment with standards like ISO and niche. Number two was risk management and incident response, weighted at 40%, come in at 0.74, while internal protocol are matured. Public reporting and breaches and insurance coverage remain limited. Lastly, in cybersecurity investment and training, also weighted at 30%, Axiata scored 0.80, supported by tools like Helios and high employee training completion rates. Together, this weighted result brings the overall score of 0.788, which suggests that Axiata is performing well in most areas, especially in governance and technology adoption. However, the score also highlights key areas for improvement, particularly in public transparency, such as sharing breach data, publishing cyber insurance detail, and reporting vendors' performance. In summary, Axiata demonstrates strong strategy intent and execution, but by increasing its openness and reporting practices, it has the potential to move from good to industry leading. To move from good to great, Axiata should enhance the transparency of its cybersecurity practices by openly sharing key metrics like breach response times and audit outcomes. Making this effort more measurable and publishing clear investment breakdown would strengthen stakeholder confidence. Additionally, by including vendors, partners, and even customers in awareness initiative, Axiata can build a more inclusive and resilient cybersecurity ecosystem. These steps will not only reinforce trust but also position Axiata as a true digital leader in the region. In conclusion, Axiata is on the right path with solid governance, advanced tools, and forward-thinking cybersecurity strategy. However, with greater transparency and reporting, clearer communication of incident data, and storage engagement with stakeholders, Axiata can evaluate its position even further. This strategic shift will not only enhance trust but also allow Axiata to set new benchmark for digital resilience and leader across the Asian region. That's all for Axiata Group Berhad Cybersecurity Evaluation. Now let's move to the next company.
KPJ Healthcare Berhad is one of the largest private healthcare providers in Malaysia, operating a wide network of hospitals, specialist centres and clinics nationwide. As a subsidiary of Johor Corporation, KPJ is committed to delivering high quality and affordable healthcare services to the public. Over the years, KPJ has embraced digital transformation to enhance patient experience, including the use of electronic medical records, online appointment systems, and integrated patient portals. So, as part of its ongoing innovation, KPJ also invests heavily in healthcare technology and infrastructure to support operational efficiency and improve service delivery. The organisation continues to play a vital role in the development of Malaysia's private healthcare industry. KPJ Healthcare has developed a group-wide cybersecurity framework to support its digital healthcare transformation. The strategy aligns with ISO 27001 and Malaysia's PDPA 2010, focusing on data privacy and system security. Oversight is provided by the Board Risk Management Committee, ensuring cyber risks are addressed at the highest level. Key measures include multi-factor authentication, encryption, and access control to protect sensitive patient data. Cybersecurity is also integrated into KPJ's enterprise risk management framework. While internal audits and staff training are ongoing, there is still a lack of public disclosure on incident, cyber insurance, and advanced technologies like AI or zero trust, indicating room for improvement. KPJ Healthcare scores well in governance and compliance, guided by ISO 27001 and the Personal Data Protection Act 2010. Cybersecurity oversight is handled by the Board Risk Management Committee, while monitors IT risk regularly. The organisation implements data privacy controls such as encryption, access limitation, and internal protocols to protect patient information. Vendor risk assessment are also part of the governance structure. However, KPJ lacks transparency in disclosing specific third-party cybersecurity practices or external audit results. Despite that, their overall compliance posture aligns with healthcare industry standards. And then, cyber risks at KPJ are managed under its enterprise risk management framework, which is with periodic reporting to the board. The company has a formal incident response plan covering detection, containment, and recovery procedures. It also conducts vulnerability scans and internal assessments. Although there is no published schedule or public record of these tests, KPJ does not currently disclose incident statistics, breach reports, or recovery metrics like mean time to detect or response. Additionally, while insurance for general risk is mentioned, specific coverage for cyber incident is not detailed in their reports. KPJ Healthcare demonstrates commitment to cybersecurity through its investment in digital infrastructure, especially via the next generation hospital information system. While the specific cybersecurity budget is not disclosed, the system reflects prioritization of secure operations. Employees are given regular training on phishing, password hygiene, and data protection. The organisation has also implemented multi-factor authentication and basic cloud security tools. However, unlike more advanced players, KPJ has yet to adopt AI-powered tools or zero trust architecture. External audits are not openly discussed, indicating a need for more transparency to strengthen trust and accountability. Based on the scoring framework, KPJ Healthcare achieved a final score of 0.8. This reflects a solid cybersecurity posture with consistent efforts across governance, risk management, and investment. The organization shows strong alignment with ISO 27001 and PDPA and maintains active board oversight through the BRNC. Cyber risks are integrated into its enterprise risk strategy, and investment are made through digital system like the hospital information system. However, there are still areas for improvement, such as public transparency, external audit disclosure, and the adoption of advanced technologies like AI. Overall, KPJ demonstrates good practices with room to grow into a more mature and resilient digital healthcare provider. To further improve its cybersecurity maturity, KPJ Healthcare should increase public transparency by disclosing data breach statistics and incident response metrics. So this will help build trust among patients and stakeholders. The company should also clarify the scope of its cyber insurance to ensure financial preparedness in the event of an attack. In terms of training, KPJ can enhance staff awareness through interactive simulations and role-based learning. Aligning its cybersecurity practices with global framework like GDPR and NIST CSF will also improve benchmarking. Lastly, the company should disclose more details on third-party cybersecurity controls to strengthen supply chain resilience. In conclusion, KPJ Healthcare has built a solid cybersecurity foundation through strong governance, risk integration, and continuous digital investment. Its alignment with ISO 27001 and PDPA 2010 reflects compliance with healthcare industry standards. Cyber risks are actively monitored and staff training is consistently implemented. However, KPJ still needs to improve in areas such as public disclosure, external audits, and advanced technologies like AI or zero trust. By addressing these gaps and aligning with global standards, KPJ can position itself as a more resilient and trusted healthcare provider in today's digital landscape.
Hi everyone, let's take a quick look at Mr.DIY, probably a shop that many of us have visited to buy everything, from hammers to a cute plastic container, right? Mr.DIY is the largest home improvement retailer in Malaysia, with over 1,000 outlets and nationwide strong online presence too. The company was founded by Tan Yu Ye in 2005, and their first store opened in Jalan Tuanku Abdul Rahman, Kuala Lumpur. Since then, they have expanded like a crazy, now almost everywhere, whether in malls or standalone store. They also offer affordable hardware, electric items, and home essential, and they really heavily on digital system like point of sale, inventory control, and mobile payment. While they are really emphasize customer data privacy, the overall cybersecurity practice are still in a rather basic renovation stage, much like when you keep saying that you will fix your kitchen tiles, but never actually get it. Hi everyone, let's take a quick look at Mr.DIY. When it comes to governance, Mr.DIY has a pretty basic IT governance structures, and they do comply with the Malaysian PDPA to protect customer data. However, they don't have a formal cybersecurity framework like ISO. You could say that they have laid the foundation but haven't built the walls yet. Board oversight exists, but there is no dedicated cybersecurity committee keeping eye on things for 24 hours. They have a privacy policy good, but there aren't many technical details like encryption standard. Finally, they acknowledge vendor risk, but they don't go into a specific how they access or manage this. Overall, their governance is like a house with a strong pillars, but missing some key security locks. In terms of risk management, Mr.DIY does include IT risk in their overall enterprise risk framework, but there is no significant cybersecurity focus plan. There is no formal incident response plan, no mention of regular risk or simulate attacks, so it's like knowing there might be a leak but not keeping a bucket ready. They also don't publicly disclose incident or share any breach metric, which means transparency is very limited. Plus, they don't conduct penetration testing or have a vulnerability management program or no cyber insurance in mention. So right now, their approach is more reactive and then proactive. So after all the hammering and drilling, Mr.DIY end up
with a final score of 0.4, which means their practice are basic and there is a lot of rooms for improvement. The low score reflects minimal transparency, weak technical readiness, and a reactive rather than proactive security posture. To move up, they need to strengthen their governance, build proper risk plans, and invest more in advanced tools and people. In other words, it's time for a full-scale renovation. Here is our shopping list of recommendations for Mr. DIY. Establish a formal cybersecurity governance framework, maybe even get certified with ISO. Develop a detailed incident response plan and test it regularly. Think of it like fire drills, but for hackers. Set aside a clear cybersecurity budget and adopt modern tools like AI detection or MFA. Make cybersecurity training mandatory for all staff. And be more transparent and publish metrics on security performance. By ticking this all item of Mr. DIY can protect their brand, their customer, and stay on step ahead. In conclusion, Mr. DIY is a strong, beloved retail brand in Malaysia, but when it comes to cybersecurity, they are still in early stage. By strengthening their framework, investing in technology, and training their people, they can move from basic to advanced security maturity. This will not only build greater trust with customer but also ensure their fast-growing digital operation remain safe and resilient. Thank you, and let's all remember, don't wait to fix the security leaks until after the water is on the floor.
Hi, it's me again, Sabrina. So I will talk about the Mersiniaga Berhad cybersecurity evaluation. As we all know, Mersiniaga takes a comprehensive approach to information security, one that goes beyond regulatory compliance to become a strategic enabler of its digital transformation services. As a certified ISO IEC 27001 organization, Mersiniaga has implemented a formal information security management system, ensuring all internal and client-related data is protected accordingly to international standards. Their operation also comply with Malaysia's PDPA 2010, emphasizing responsible data handling and privacy. But what sets Mersiniaga apart is security by design philosophy, whether deploying managed service, cloud infrastructures, or enterprise integration project. Cybersecurity is embedded from the ground up. They operate a dedicated Security Operations Center, SOC, which functions 24/7, proactively monitoring system, analyzing threats, and initiating alerts across their infrastructure and client environments. To maintain resilience, Mersiniaga conduct regular vulnerability assessments, internal audits, and external compliance reporting, often in coordination with their enterprise clients' own audit teams. The company also enforces strict technical safeguards such as multi-factor authentication, encryption, and access control policies to protect sensitive data. Their systems are segmented and monitored to limit lateral movement during attacks. Additionally, Mersiniaga business continuity and disaster recovery drills are conducted regularly to ensure operational resilience in case of system failures or security incidents. In summary, Mersiniaga's cybersecurity strategy is not only technically sound, but is also business alignment and deeply integrated into client delivery, which strengthens trust and resilience in today's digital ecosystem. Now, let's proceed with the next slides.
Mersiniaga governance and cybersecurity. Mersiniaga shows a strong governance maturity. They have active board oversight through dedicated committees, scoring 0.8. Their cyber governance framework is solid but lacks lack of formal ISO certification. They also maintain a strong privacy policy and control scoring 0.7. In terms of compliance, they align with PDPA and global standard but more technical detail could help, so they are score 0.6. Finally, their third-party risk is included in framework, but vendor assessment need to improvement. Overall, they achieve on average governance score of 0.7, reflecting strong engagement and privacy focus. To further strengthen, Mersiniaga should pressure certification like ISO, provide more technical detail on security controls, and enhance vendor cybersecurity check. This shows that Mersiniaga is already strong, but can boost resilience even further with this improvement.
Mersiniaga manage cybersecurity risks through its enterprise risk management framework, which includes regular IT risk assessment across infrastructure and projects. Their security operations are supported by 24/7 real-time monitoring and escalation through managed services. They also use SEIEM tools to detect, analyze, and respond to threats efficiently. However, there is no clear public documentation on structured incident response plans, breach history, or key metrics like mean time to detect and respond. While their internal monitoring appears strong, the lack of transparent reporting and detailed response protocol indicates room for improvement, especially in communicating their cyber resilience capabilities to external stakeholders.
So here are our key recommendations for Mersiniaga to moving forward. First, we encourage the company to enhance its transparency. While Mersiniaga may have internal cybersecurity practices in place, very little of this is publicly disclosed. By publishing more detailed reports on their cybersecurity strategies, breach responses, and ongoing improvements, the company can build greater trust with stakeholders and demonstrate accountability. Second, we recommend the establishment of a formal Security Operations Center (SOC) along with a documented Incident Response Plan (IRP). They are critical components of modern cybersecurity infrastructure. ASOC enables continuous threat monitoring and rapid response, while a structured IRP ensures that when incidents occur, they are handled effectively and efficiently. Third, we suggest greater involvement from senior leadership and the board of directors. Cybersecurity is not just a technical issue, it is a strategic business concern. When leadership is actively engaged in overseeing cybersecurity, it signals it's important across the organization and ensures that appropriate resources and attention are dedicated to it. And finally, we recommend the adoption of advanced tools such as AI-driven threat detection systems and regular red teaming exercises. These technologies and practices allow the organization to detect threats early, test their defenses realistic conditions, and continuously improve their resilience. By implementing these strategies, Mersiniaga can elevate its cybersecurity maturity and better position itself as a trusted technology leader in Malaysia. Zooming out, Maybank clearly took the lead with strong governance, training, and smart investments, a real model in cybersecurity maturity. KPJ and Axiata are far behind, both showing robust strategies and leadership's buy-in. On the other hand, Mersiniaga and MR.DIY show potential, but they need to boost transparency, adopt structured incident responses, and level up their technology stack. In conclusion, cybersecurity maturity is not just about having tools and policies, but making them visible, accountable, and proactive. Across all industries, what we need now is transparency, strategic leadership, and continuous upskilling. Because when it comes to security, silence is not golden, communication is. That's all from our team. Thank you for your attention, and remember, cybersecurity is everyone's business.